I'm Jenna. It is now summer break for at least me and a couple other kids, which happens to be like 50,000, but college kids are getting out. It is almost summer, even though it is 40 degrees outside. I am very much ready to be crocheting again, even though I never stopped, but luckily we'll be recording it hopefully. So, hello, welcome. If you're new here, grab a snack, take a seat. If you want to crochet something, feel free to grab some yarn. And yeah, pretty much I've had this idea since I did the calcifer scarf video, which I posted almost 2 months ago, which is, it feels like so much shorter time than that. But I mean, I guess it's been that long. I'm not really sure. So now we got these little bad boys, and I'm very happy with them. They're very easy to do. Really the only tricky part is, in my opinion, the magic circle. I tried to teach a workshop a little while ago, and it was very hard to teach that, like, to beginners. So if you don't know how to do a magic circle, I would definitely recommend finding a video that shows you how to do that, because it's kind of essential for a lot of crochet projects if you're trying to work in the round. So I definitely would recommend that before you get started. But if you already know how to do that, then you're already one step ahead, and you can have very cute little SOOT SPRITE coasters for all my Studio Ghibli girlies and gays. You know who you are, and don't even worry about it. If it's not you, it will be you soon, because if you haven't seen Spirited Away, go watch it right now. You won't regret it. I have the little dudes tattooed on my ankle. Like, it's an obsessive thing, you know? I love them. They mean a lot. I think a lot of people can say that. But yeah, without further ado, pretty much all you're going to need for this project is black cotton yarn or acrylic yarn, but personally I prefer cotton. It holds up a lot better than acrylic, and it is better for the environment, if I'm not mistaken. You're going to need a size G crochet hook, and I wrote down 5mm. I don't think it's 5mm. I will correct that in post-production if I am incorrect. You're going to also need fabric glue to glue on the eyes and the little fabric pieces that go with it. A stitch marker, a darning needle, and then white felt or black felt, or white and black felt, or fabric of any kind. I'm using scrap fabric that I have from like a pile I have in my corner that's been sitting there for too long. But I'm trying to be more sustainable and use it all, so I'm going to end up using it for probably this project and a lot of other ones that come in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much all you're going to need for this project. It's very easy. It took me about 20 minutes to finish the crocheted part, and it probably took another 5 to glue on the final pieces. So overall, this is, if you're new, it'll probably take about an hour, but it's very simple to get started. So I would definitely recommend that, you know, you grab a little treat, put on a little show, and you can make your own little set of coasters. So for the first round, you single crochet into a magic ring, and then, you know, you tighten the ring and then slip stitch into the first chain, and that's pretty much the first round. And then for the second round, you're going to single crochet 2 into every stitch. So you get about 12 by the end of that. And for the third row, you single crochet and then increase. So if you haven't done anything in the round before, basically for this kind of a project, you need to repeat it 6 times, basically, if you have 6 single crochets. And every time you go around, you increase the final, like the increase stitch moves 1. So on the 4th round, you're going to put the increase after every 2nd stitch. So it's going to go 1, 2, and then increase. And then for the 4th row, or the 5th row, sorry, you're going to single crochet 3 and then increase. If that makes sense. There should be other tutorials like that if you're trying to make a coaster, but that's kind of how I explained it. And you're going to do this for 9 rows. So by the 9th row, you're probably going to have around 54 crochets on your final coaster. And hopefully I will have a little video showing right now when I recorded it, because I am trying to be a good influencer slash YouTuber slash creator. This is my entire career waiting for me. Thank you for tuning in. And then for the end of the round, you slip stitch into the first one where you, oh my god, I forgot to mention the stitch marker. The stitch marker is going to go on that first one, and then it will help you kind of keep track of where you are. I usually don't use stitch markers, but I'm now learning after 3 years of doing this that they actually help a lot. So, character development, thank you very much. Please clap for me. I do the bare minimum. And then for the edges, this is going to be the 10th round, or the 10th row. But you're going to chain 4, and then skip 1 stitch, and then go into the second one, and then single crochet into that, and then chain another 4, and then single crochet in the second stitch, if that makes sense. I'll show you in the video. But basically, you're going to repeat until you reach the beginning of the circle again. And then slip stitch to chain off, and you're just going to use your scissors to snip the little end of the yarn, and then you're basically done with the main part of the coaster. And so after that, you're going to want to grab your fabric glue, a pair of your scissors, and then the fabric that you have, and you're going to cut 2 little ovals out of the white fabric that are larger. You know, you want them to kind of have like a little goofy looking thing. You want them to look a little goofy. There's the fun part. SOOT Sprites look a little goofy in the movies. And I think they are such a little goofy thing that they are so lovely. And that's like the best part about them. So you want them to look silly. If the circles aren't even or the ovals aren't even, you know you did it right. Because that's the way they're supposed to look, honestly. And for the black yarn, or not black yarn, the black felt, you're just going to cut out 2 smaller circles, and those can also be a little bit lopsided or goofy. It really doesn't matter. You know, that's the fun part about this. They don't have to look perfect, and that's why everyone loves them so much. But after that, you're going to grab the fabric glue, and I ended up painting it on with a little paintbrush because the little nozzle doesn't work, and also it gets way too many. And this part might get a little bit messy. My fingers got a little bit sticky. It wasn't that bad, though. You can just peel it off at the end, which I know all of you kids did, because every kid did it when you put the glue on the back of your hand and then would peel it off like skin. We were all weird. Don't pretend that you didn't do it, because I know you did, and you're lying if you say you didn't. End of story. After that, you're just gonna glue on the little white things. You're gonna glue on the little white ovals / circles / blobs, and put them on the front, whatever you decide to be the front of your coaster, whatever one you think looks best. And you're just going to glue those down, wait for them to dry for a second, and then after that, you're going to put on the black circles right in the little center, and you kind of want them to be like closer to the inner sides, because I think that look is kind of cute, so that's what I did. But glue them on however you see fit. This isn't a very definitive thing. You do what makes you happy, because these are your coasters, and they're going to be really cute, and you are going to have so many people asking, oh my god, where did you get those? And oh my god, I made them. And you're going to get all the ladies, or the girls, or the gays, or the guys. You never really know. So you're going to pull so many bitches this year, girl. Congratulations. You have Riz. Even though you thought you didn't have any, there you go. Crochet Riz. It's real. I should know. I've seen it on Tinder. It's worked 1 or 2 times. Moving on. But yeah, after that, you're just going to use your darning needle to grab the ends. You're going to want to, when you cut them off, leave them a tad bit long so you can weave them in. Or you can snip them off and just like leave them. I did that for my first few projects, but you can weave them into the stitches so it looks a little bit smoother and you don't really see where it ended. And that personally works for me most of the time. So I personally would recommend that. But if all else fails, you can always just, cut the ends off and call it a day. But after that, you're done with your coasters. Super simple, super easy, super cute. I've made probably 4 or 5 now. And pretty much even if it doesn't finish, even if I don't finish them or I don't know what to do with them, I'll either give them to friends. Like personally, I think these are great little gifts because I like to make crochet little gifts. So if I don't know what to get people, I make them something handmade. And then if they get rid of them, then they don't appreciate your handmade gifts. And that's sad. And everyone usually enjoys them. So, little handmade gifts mean the world, in my opinion. Gift giving is a really big thing for a lot of people, including myself. So I would definitely recommend, keep them for yourself, make some for your friends, make some for your roommate, for all you kids moving to college or kids in college or just people in general. You never really know. So I would recommend that. But I'm probably going to be ending up putting these on my Etsy. So stay tuned for an Etsy update because I have not updated that thing in probably a year or 2. It's been a while, so I'm going to work on getting that up to speed with my current artwork. But yeah, so that's all for today. Thank you for tuning in. It has been a really fun time. I'm out of college for this time being. I am going to be going back in 3 months. I already miss it so much. There is nothing to do in my hometown, honestly. Like, I miss my friends. I'm going to be seeing them, but I want to go back so bad. So I'm going to be spending all my time crocheting and hopefully updating the small little corner of the internet with all my little crochet doohickeys and doodads. So thank you for tuning in. If you feel so inclined, please feel free to subscribe or leave a like or a comment, whatever you think is best for you. No pressure. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and being here. And I hope that I see you soon. Hopefully not in another 2 months. But yeah, I would like to thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, evening, or night, or whatever time it happens to be in your time zone, whether that be in the Americas or anywhere else in the world. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.
And I'll be able